find things like for example, Lipitor. They do 20 studies on Lipitor. 4 of them are positive studies. 16 of them are negative studies. Okay? 4 of the 4 positive studies get published in those journals. 1 of the 16 negative studies gets published in those journals. A doctor reads the literature and said, well, it's mostly positive. That's the problem then that you're dealing with.
And then, of course, who's paying for the advertising in that journal?
Exactly. So the Reader's Digest, for example, about 4 months ago, time flies, published this long article about how vitamins are useless, that nobody should take vitamins, that they don't work, number 1, and then they're toxic, number 2. And so the lady that wrote the article was paid by drug companies to write the article, and there were 5 drug company ads in that Reader's Digest. Drug companies, it turns out, pay twice as much as any other advertiser. So has anyone ever read Prevention Magazine? Jonathan Wright was the editor of Prevention Magazine for the first 10 years of its publication in the 1970s. The reason he quit is because they started taking drug company ads. So he would have an article to print, and he's the editor-in-chief, he's the dude, and they'd say, you can't print that. And he'd say, why not? They'd say, because our advertisers, the drug company advertisers, pay twice as much as everybody else for advertising. And they're not going to like it, and they might pull their ad.